Welcome back to the channel, Welcome back to the channel, the Wolf of London. Now I'm going to be doing a series, hopefully it'll be daily, probably at least weekly, where it's just going to be me and you going through stocks that are being traded on Trading 2 and 2, but we get to see where it is on like a popularity list. Now, this might be useful to some of you, this might not be useful to all of you, but you'll know what's rising, what's falling, and where it is on the leaderboard. So we're going to check the leaderboard first, and like I said, this is trading 2 on 2. So on the right hand column, that's how many users have the stock. It doesn't mean that's how many shares have been purchased, it just means that's how many users. For instance, you got a number one, Tesla, being the most popular traded the most owned stock by individual users. So it says 168,524 users, but it doesn't mean that that's how much stock is held. One person could have 1,000 shares, one person could have 20 shares, etc. But I think for it to count, they need to at least have one share. I don't think fractional shares count as owning the stock. So everyone here at least has one share or more. So you know at least a minimum. And anyway, we're going to go through the leaderboard. The leaderboard is top 100, I believe. So first place, we've got Tesla, 168,000. Apple, we got second place with 115,000. NEO with 114,000. That's the only three stocks you can see that are above 100,000. We've got HCMC, which is Healthier Choices Management. That's at 82,000. Amazon at 5th with 79,000. At 6th place, we have Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, something that a lot of people own, 64,000. And it's the first ETF on this list. They've got Rolls-Royce Holdings, which is at 7th place, which is 63,000, which is our first British stock. They've got Palantir at 8th place with 63,000. iShares Global Clean Energy, second ETF on this list, at 9th place with 54,000. Microsoft at 10th place with 53,000. Now just analysing the top 10, let's look at this. Tech, Neo, that's cars, but fuck it, we could put it under tech/consumer discretionaries. Healthier choice management, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really understand what that is to even go in depth what their business is. Amazon, tech, well, technically consumer discretion, really, it sells products. It's not really tech, is it? Consumer discretionary, we say that. We got ETF, consumer discretionary, Palantir, I don't know what you'd put that under. Energy, ETF, and then tech. So you can see it's coming from discretionary spending and tech, really. They've got BP 51,000, EasyJet surprisingly with 48,000, Alibaba 46,000 at 13th place, Nvidia at 14th place with 45,000, COINBASE, which recently IPO'd this year, with 43,000 at 15th. At 16th, we have Netflix with 41,000. At 17th, we have Alphabet Class A shares with 41,000. Now, Alphabet, aka which is the parent company of Google, you have Class A and Class C shares, I believe. Basically, one allows you to vote, one doesn't. AMD at 18th place with 40,000. IAG at 19th place with 40,000. And then at 20th place, we have AT&T with 39,000. Now we get into somewhere it's a little bit interesting. The bottom, well, it's not really the bottom because there's still a long way to the 100th place, but it's not the top 20 anymore. AMC Entertainment Holdings at 21st with 39,000. Lucid Group with 36,000. GameStop with 35,000. Walt Disney 35,000, Square 34,000, Coca-Cola 34,000, National Grid 33,000, Virgin Galactic 33,000, Johnson & Johnson 33,000, and Lloyds Bank at 32,000. McDonald's at 31st place with 32,000, Facebook 32,000, Alpine 4 Tech 31,000, JP Morgan Chase 31,000, Cineworld Group 30,000, Plug 30,000, Airbnb 30,000, PayPal 30,000, Sundial Growers, 28,000, and Realty Income, which is a lovely REIT that pays out monthly. I think it's like 5 or 6% the annual dividend is. So you're receiving what, like 0.4, 0.5% monthly. You can compound it, just put it in, watch it grow. 28,000. Then we have American Battery Metals at 41st place with 28,000. Aston Martin, 28,000. Barclays, 28,000. Beyond Meat, 27,000. Argo Blockchain, 27,000. Bio Nano, 26,000. Shopify, 26,000. Boeing, 26,000. Royal Dutch Shell, 25,000. And 3M at our 50th spot, 25,000. Now, you can see from top 3 being well over 100k to 50th spot only being about 25,000. Now we're going to get to probably a couple thousand, like 4 digits soon. Tesco, 25,000. Zom, I can't pronounce that. We're going to call it Som for short. 25,000. Pfizer, 24,000. Walmart, 24,000. Procter and Gamble, 24,000. IBM, 24,000. Naked Brand, 24,000. PepsiCo, 23,000. Teladoc, 22,000. And BlackBerry at 60th place, 22,000. We have GlaxoSmithKline, 22,000. Starbucks, 22,000. General Electric, 21,000. Under Armour, 21,000. Etsy, 20,000. AstraZeneca, 20,000. Nikola Corporation, I'm surprised people are even holding that after everything that came out, but 20,000 people still hold Nikola. Whether they're bag holding or they bought in and they're at profit, that's a different story. Fiverr, 19,000. Uber, 19,000. And Zoom, 19,000 at the 70th spot. So we've got Caterpillar, which is 19,000. A bit surprised considering I don't know if it is, but I'm pretty sure there's a point where it was in the Dow Jones 30. If it still is, I don't know. Or maybe it got removed. Xpeng, 19,000. Pinterest, 19,000. Nokia, 18,000. Tilray, 18,000. British Tobacco, 18,000. Fuel Cell Energy, 18,000. Fastly, 18,000. Visa, 18,000. And Lemonade in the 80th spot, 18,000. Then we've got Chevron, 18,000. Unity, 17,000. Royal Dutch Shell, I believe there was one earlier, but with Royal Dutch Shell, you have two versions of shares. You have the Deutsch ones, and then you have the ones that's like the British ones. Most people prefer the British side of the business. Anyway, 17,000. Bank of Montreal, 17,000. Vanguard, FTSE 100. Very interesting that this ETF is low on the list. I did anticipate it to be high, but fairly quite low on the list. 17,000. Cerebrine Biotech, 17,000. AG&C Investment, 17,000. Aurora Cannabis, 17,000. Nike, 17,000. And our 90th spot, Stag Industrials, 17,000. Now we're going to get to the bottom 10, like the 91st to 100th spot, shall I say. Prospect Capital, I've never heard of that, 16,000. Salesforce, 16,000. LTC Properties, 16,000. Cloud Commerce, 16,000. Galaxy Next Generation, 16,000. Wirecard, I'm actually confused why people even hold that after the fraud scandal. 16,000. Oh no, it wasn't Wirecard, it was Deutsche Bank, wasn't it? Yeah, apologies. Isn't that the same thing though? Ignore me. ADP, 16,000. Medtronic, 16,000. Reckitt Benckiser, 16,000. And Intel, last on our list in the 100th spot, 16,166 users. And this information is accurate as of the 28th. So basically, I'm checking this after market hours. So the US and the UK markets are closed. So it's as accurate to the minute I'm recording this because the markets are closed and it's at the end of the day. Now, risers, these are clearly what it is. Risers, we can look at we can look at hourly, 4 hours, 8 hours, daily, 7 days, and 3 days. Since the market's closed, I'm not going to bother looking at those three, and I'm not going to look at 30 days. It's a bit much. I mean, leaderboard was sufficient enough. So we're going to look at daily to give you an idea of what's happened over the last day. Emphasis is it's trading 212. This isn't the whole market. It's trading 212. 28. That's a bit of a weird number, but I think fine. It's trading 212. So in first place we have Alibaba, which changed by 1%. So an extra 496 users it gained. By the way, it's not down to what stock changed the most. It's literally down to how many more users it gained on the day. So as you can see, it's first place because it gained 496 users. And on the right side, you got the start number and the end number of how much users it gained. It's not about the percentage, but the percentage is quite useful. Quite useful. And I'm seeing that second place, Intrusion, never heard of that. For it to double in terms of active users, that just tells me it's either very brand new or pump and dump is coming for that. So let's actually just look into that. Intrusion stock. It went from $3.35 to a high of $7.03. Let's look at 5 days. Yeah, it's been trading flat sideways. Got a discount of 17% if you got in on Wednesday. Sorry, if you got in on this Tuesday from 5 day chart, you would have had a discount. Monthly, you're looking at a discount. 6 months, you're looking at a discount. Year to date, you're still looking at a discount. Over the 5 year chart, surprisingly, it's gone a lot higher. It's been traded as high as like almost $30, like 27, 28. And as you can see over the entire chart, it's been a lot higher before, but we don't know. Could be share buybacks, dilution, could have been more stock. But if you're looking at just today, you could have made 100%. And that kind of correlates regarding to how many active users. Now, like I said, when you see it's a low number and it's getting high, you can tell not too many people are invested in it. And I think this is like a good indicator if you're early to something or you're late. Like for instance, if you're going to jump on Alibaba now, it doesn't mean you're late, but necessarily you're definitely not early. You're not early. And you can see that massive change was reflected in the price. I mean, 117% increase over the day. Let's look at the whole day. That would have been 42%. But if you go to the peak, that's 109%. Quite somewhat accurate. iGate Pharmaceuticals, another thing I've never heard of. I mean, look, it's gone from 58 users to 251 users, 332. I'm expecting like this stock went up 150+% in a day. So was it iGate Pharmaceuticals? iGate Pharmaceutical stock. Let's look at it. It says it went up 20%. Wow. Wait, what was the opening price? Because it looks like everyone sold at open, but it still closed 20% up from the previous day. So it opened at $6.39, and the previous close was 3.12. Let's look at 5 day chart. You would have made 104% overnight, and then this is the dumping period. If you look at it on a longer scale of the chart, doesn't really look too good. I mean, I don't know what the business model is, but you can see the stock price is just dying and dying and dying. Of course, it doesn't mean the business is dying, just the price itself doesn't look healthy, really doesn't look healthy. And that really just looks like a pump and dump because everyone dumped at open. But you still, even if you held it the previous day, you still would have been up 20% if you just sold it at the last minute. Who knows? That could be subjected to another pump tomorrow and another dump because it's still up. Plus, it did go almost back to near enough where it traded the previous close. Maybe people might have bought in here trying to pump the price up. But like I said, so when you see anything that's in a low number on a start and the end number is like doubled or something, definitely go check out the stock, because you can see the prices change. It's ridiculous. I'm not going to go through all of them on stock charts, but that was just something interesting that you guys can use as like a little indicator. So we got Orogenics, 4th place with 180 new users. Tesla, 5th place with 172 new users, which is just 0.1% on trading 2 and 2. Nothing significant. You got Neo, an extra 170 users. Reckitt Benckiser, new 129 users. Microsoft, an extra 126 users. Xpeng, extra 125 users. Free long on Neo Granite shares. Okay, so what this is basically whatever Granite does, whatever Neo does in a day, it's going to be 3 times. 3 times. So if it goes up 3%, you're looking at a 9% change. If it goes down 3%, you're looking at a 9% loss. So with these type of products, it's not really a stock. It's not really a stock. It's a little bit different. But with these type of products, you really have to stomach it, because you're expecting 3 times the price movement. Now, the fact it was an 8% change, which is an extra 119 users, maybe there was something positive that could have happened recently, or some sort of new information that was released. Previous close was 43.17. It opened at 42, so it went down at open and just dumped off. I don't know, maybe there's some sort of good news coming out for the future, or people just saw a good discount and wanted to jump in. I mean, being honest, I remember when this stock was like trading at like $4 a share, like 2019 July. Where's it? July. Yeah, I remember seeing it like $3-4. Even on point, it was like $2. I wish I held it in my invest account, but these type of things, you make these mistakes in the past, you learn. Anyway, Crane Share CSI China Internet. I find that very interesting that this has gone up 43%, and I got a notification regarding this, and it went down. Anyway, let's look into that. What is it called? Crane shares. Yeah, look at that. Down 4.62%. Previous close 49.96 points, and it opened at 47.17. Closed higher than open, and the low point was 45. So we'd have been down about what? Close to 8%. Yeah, close to 8%. You look at the weekly, it's going down. Monthly, it's gone down 32%. 6 months down 45%. Year basis, you'll be down 26%. That's a major drop off. Literally a major drop off in a short space of time. But if you look at the grand scheme of things, it's just been going down since like what, February, really. 53% down. Anyway, it's an ETF, so ETFs, relatively speaking, you're a little bit safer than just owning a single stock. But what's in that ETF could be garbage. So we've got Alphabet, like I said, the parent company of Google, 117 new users. Tencent, never heard. Intel, 102 new users. Dyadic International, never heard. We got Tao Education Group, extra 84 new users. 3 times long Neo Granite. I swear we just saw that. 3 long Neo Granite shares. 3 long Neo. Is that not the same product? It's both by Granite. This makes absolutely no sense. They're both 3 times long, they're both Neo, and they're both done by Granite. Maybe the currency is different. Maybe one's in dollars, one's in pounds, or one's in pounds, one's in euros. Skywater, that's had a major increase. We want to look into that. 26 to 99, so it gained 73 users, which is an increase of 280%. Let's look into Skywater. Skywater stock. As you can see, that got dumped. And this is what happens. Some people, they just see something and they just jump on the bandwagon. That's what happened. 73 people jumped on the bandwagon, and look at this. It's dumped by 45%. I don't even want to... Let's go straight to the year chart, actually. Yep, that got dumped. That was a straight dump. Or something negative really happened. I mean, I'm going to a year chart, but I've just realized the earliest it goes is April, so maybe it only IPO'd then. On the 6 month chart, you can see the highest it's been was June at $33. It is trading less than 50% down from there. 5 day chart is down 34%. Sorry, 42% is down, and on a daily chart, it got dumped 45%. After hours, it's up 2%, but that was a crazy dump. Maybe it might have a dead cat bounce and it will go back up by a little bit in open. Who knows? Maybe back to like $20, $18 around. Yeah, around this range. Something between there. Which is like what? You'll make about 10% if it goes back to this range. 10-15%, but you got Metin EdTech X Educational Group, Beyond Vax Pharmaceuticals, another 58 users, just like McDonald's. Apple, 57 new users. Amazon, 56. Airtel Africa, 53 new users. Vanguard S&P 500, 53 new users. Starbucks, 52 new users. DD Global, 50 new users. And Infinity Pharmaceuticals, 50 new users, which is 6% on the end of the list. So those were the rises for the day. Let's look at the fallers. Things that people are selling, they don't want to hold. They've taken profit. They've dumped it. All right. Let's just double check that's for the daily. Yep, that's for the daily. Cool. Interesting. So on the right, you got the same sort of information. You got the start date. You got the start number and the end number. Of course, it's going to get smaller because we're looking at fallers. And if I see something drop more than 10%, that's kind of a worrying sign in my opinion. So you got first place Bit Digital, which dropped 8.99% users, which is 211. Rolls-Royce, 0.2%. Lucid Group, 0.3%. 3 times long Rolls-Royce Granite shares, 1.4%. So you can see Rolls-Royce, people are trying to get out of it. IAG, 0.19%. Marathon Digital Holdings, 0.78%. iShares Global Clean Energy, 0.12%. Nano Vibronics, 10.39%. We're going to look into that one. That dropped 22%. Now let's look at the 1 year chart. Yeah, that was defo pump and dump. Literally 75 cents. $2.61 could have been higher. You would be up 248%. Take profit, dump. Down 43% over 2 trading days. Let's zoom in. 364% actually, because I went to 345. If we could zoom in even more and see where it went in the day, it'd be better. But that was defo pump and dump territory. Yeah. Really, look, even after the dump of 37%, little dead cat bounce, you make your 80%. And then there's the dump. Got pumped one more little time, 10%, but it's more like a bounce. I wouldn't really call that a pump. Dropped off 35%. And that's going to be trading flat. It's going to be looking like something like this type of period. Yeah, that's defo pump and dump territory right there. Exonic genetic bioscience, another 10 plus percentage drop. You can tell that probably got dumped as well. Let's look into that. Was that then? Yeah, cool. Actually, that was up 4.62%, but then after hours has been dumped 7.89%. This is kind of cancelling the gains of the day, being honest, really. I mean, look, where did it open? It opened 2.92, and it's back to that after hours, literally. The high it went up to was 3.56. So you're talking about maybe 20%, about less, a little bit less than 20%. If you had it from open to there, you could have made that. And then literally last minute, dumped. Looks like it's getting dumped off. Hold on, let's look at a monthly chart, get a bigger picture. Actually, looks like we're still in the pumping stage, really. Yeah, when you see a chart like that, it's a bit worrying. Of course, you can look into the business, find out there's probably more to it. It's a bit worrying, especially it's like a pharmaceutical. When you see pharmaceutical or tech companies that are just so small, and you're seeing price surges like this, and they're not big home brands. Look at this. It's been no activity, literally, like just not much happening. It's relatively flat. Let's look at 6 month chart. Of course, paints a different picture, but if you look at like a 5-year chart, relatively flat. And then you look at a 5-day chart, you all of a sudden this massive increase of over 100%. Probably will get dumped. You got Aston Martin 0.23% decline in users, Nokia 0.32%, Spar 16%. That's quite high. That is quite high. The 9 5.57%, Coinbase 0.12%. I think with Coinbase, people bought in way too early, and they're just holding a bag. Really, they're holding a bag. I mean, with Coinbase, I already did a video talking about that. Personally, if I was going to get into it, but I'm not getting into any other stock right now, your opportunity was to get in like maybe, I say 2 months after IPO. So like, yeah, about this period. So you can see IPO 14th of April. That thing, I remember seeing it like, what was it? Over 400 a share at one point. Really, it was ridiculously high. And it's gone all the way down. Well over 31%, because that's not where it was at its highest point. Like, it was way higher than that. Down to 224, which is like, what, 33% discount off its ridiculous valuation. Plus, with crypto, it's kind of cyclical. Like, at certain times of the year and certain years, it's going to be trading more, and then eventually the volume's going to die out. So I think if Coinbase IPO'd before that massive pump before January, would have been a good buy-in. But when it IPO'd in April, it was like volume started declining and stuff. It just was the worst time for Coinbase to IPO and to get into the IPO for the valuation. So I was like, nah, I'm not touching it. I think maybe if it dropped a little bit more, it's worth a buy. It's not like it's bad at this price, but I don't know. I wouldn't enter it at this price, really and truly. I wouldn't enter. But yeah, you can see, I think most people are still bag holding, being honest, from IPO. So that's why it hasn't really changed. I mean, you still got a high amount. We went through the leaders list, 43,000. That's quite high on the list. Time Technologies, 2%. American Battery Metals, 0.18%. And Alpine 4, which is 0.16%, which is still quite high in terms of users holding it. But that could also be another bag holding situation. So, we've gone through all our leaders. We've gone through the rises. We've gone through our fallers. I've given you some sort of insight in terms of the numbers. I mean, no offense, Trading 212 isn't home of the most sophisticated traders or investors. It's home to people like me, and maybe some people like you at home watching this video. We're just retail traders. Most of us have jobs, whether it's part-time, full-time. Some of you are self-employed. Some of you are investing in other things, maybe property, commodities, crypto, etc. And maybe some of you have small businesses or starting businesses. But none of us are the multi-millionaires that we deem or would like to be, etc. Or billionaires, dare I say. A billionaire on Trading 212 is probably like, I'm a billionaire, but you don't know it. But point is, we're retail traders. Doesn't mean everyone here's done money, because I don't believe in that. It's what you do with your money that counts. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, smash it a like. I'll try and make this like a daily series. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but your honest support would kind of tell me if you actually want to see like a daily update on this type of stuff. More than happy to do it. If you guys are interested to see it, leave a like. Like I said, if you don't like the idea of this, leave it a dislike and just put in the comments what you prefer to see. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. It helps. I'm trying to get to 200 subs, hopefully by the end of August. At the time of recording, I'm on 152. Grateful to all of that. And anyone that's already subscribed, thank you very much. I hope all of you having a good day. I'll see you in the next video.